All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Well, onto this one, the game plan finally changed. Professor Akintoye on the edge of pronouncing the declaration of Yoruba nation. I think this is a stage whereby everybody needs to wake up and face it squarely with all the atrocities that had been happening. And new message coming from Professor Banji Akintoye on this one. I watched everything and then I was so impressed with what Professor Banji Akintoye had just said. And he said, as it stands, the Yoruba nation movement, that there is no two ways about that one, that it's not it's not bargainable. We cannot bargain that it is still no going back. In fact, he says at this level we are right now, it is our capital no going back. And then he talked about some challenges that the Yoruba nation movement had been facing, and talking about the international community who are already in support of the separation of Yoruba people from Nigeria. And then he said the concern had been that this international community are actually ready, but they are still hearing that some set of people, even amongst the Yoruba people, are trying to contest as a president or as presidents, leaders in that same country. And you call yourself Yoruba people, and they will still have this set of people who are still your own people, but they are for that same one Nigeria that you say you want to separate from. And then he explained that, well, we already have a lot of people, prominent people in the system, but we cannot decide for some few. And then if you take a look at that, you understand that they are just the minor sets, like the politicians and all that. And then I love the answer Professor Banji Akintoye gave on that aspect. He said this set of people that are shouting is their turn to rule. A Milocon. I know a lot of people will know that it's Bola Tinubu we are talking about right now. That this set of people, the worst scenario is that their own bargain or their own trying to contest as a president is not for the favor of the Yoruba people, but rather is for their own pockets, their selfish ambition. That's what they are fighting for. And the Yoruba people at large, that the Yoruba people at large have seen it that this can never favor them. So they have to go their separate ways. Anyone who wants to say, he is going to be for one Nigeria, I say fine, we can never hold any grudge against such a person. But the fact remains that this set of people are for themselves. They are the how will I put it? They are the selfish ones that want everything for themselves and their own children. But when we talk about the Yoruba people have cried out, and then right now we have to go, because the Fulani government is not a government that someone who is normal should say he wants to remain. I think this is a very great one. It's getting more interesting right now. And then Professor Banji Akintoye had made us understand that either they like it or not, we are declaring Yoruba nation come 2022, before the end of 2022. I always talk about this, that I love that guts, that even when the month is the year is almost ended, we have some few months, but these people are not still relenting. They have made up their minds that this 2022 we must get it declared. And then according to Professor Banji Akintoye, he says the truth of the matter is that we, the Yoruba people, started this struggle since 2019, that we have to go our separate ways. And then till date we are not shaking, and till date we are still on that point that the Yoruba nation must stand, and there is no going back on it. And then that is the decision of the overwhelming majority of Yoruba people, according to Professor Banji Akintoye, that the decision of the overwhelming majority of Yoruba people is that we need to go. We should go our separate ways. And then anyone who says he wants to remain in that Nigeria, that no problem. But we on our own side, there is no going back. Well, for Tinubu and the rest of them to be shouting Emilokon and the rest of it, that they are not working for the people but for their own pockets. And then onto this, I just had to chip in something about that. Well, a situation whereby some set of people will be like, this thing we are doing is for our own selfish gains. Then such a person, you all should know that such a person cannot even rule. I was so shocked the other time that Chief Sunday Igboho was of the opinion that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should forget about one Nigeria and come and become the president of the Yoruba nation. I don't know if anyone had heard that. Each time I hear of that, I think I'm not always pleased with that. I have my reason. Reason being that this same Bola Ahmed Tinubu is someone who does not want the happiness of others. And is it the kind of person you want to put in place? The only time they want to show goodness to you is peradventure they are gaining a lot from it. Those are the kind of people. But look at the likes of Chief Sunday Igboho. Even as wealthy as he is, he sacrificed everything, his house, his life, for this movement. And those are the kind of people we are talking about. Look at Professor Banji Akintoye, the likes of Mrs. Modukpo Onitiri. These are the people that they are wealthy on their own, but they still reason it that no way we cannot be happy and then leave our people to suffer. Those are the kind of people we are talking about. Talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I think on that aspect is a no-go area, because a lot of atrocities had actually been committed on that part. Or is it the NSAS period we want to talk about, or is it the killings that the majority of people have been attributed to Bola Ahmed Tinubu as far as this country, Nigeria, is concerned? Is that what we want to talk about? No way. But the truth of the matter is, everybody this time around needs to be very prayerful. Everyone this time around needs to be on point, on the matter, because Yoruba nation as it stands, we must get it declared, either they like it or not. We can never continue with the Fulani government because it will not favor us. Look at what is happening right now in the Yoruba terrain. You won't believe it that as we speak right now, the majority of the farmers can no longer go to their farms. Majority of the farmers that have been feeding the country. The Yoruba people are so hardworking when it comes to Ishiagbe, when it comes to farming. You understand that song, and that is the job of these people. That's their work, their occupation. But right now, since the invasion of the Fulani, on the farmland from nowhere, this set of people came in and then they are destroying our farms. They don't even want our men to go to the farm again. The women will be raped on their way to the farm, and all this have been happening. Yet, some set of people are still out there telling us that we should support one Nigeria. Some set of people are still out there shouting, "It's my turn to rule," Emilokon, as if it's a game that you are using the people to play. Because we don't understand where somebody will come out to say, "It's my turn. Yes, you have ruled." And then of which this set of people that have been ruling, this same person, Emilokon, brought this set of doom to the people. Right now, the people are ready to tell their minds. Yes, because either you speak or not, you will still suffer it. Yeah, so it's better you tell the truth and then let it be. Well, my brother, my sister, majority of things though are actually being said onto this one. But the fact now remains, the painful aspect is that most of our Yoruba farmers who had taken this farming job as their occupation, that's the only thing they do, yet they have now abandoned their job simply because they can no longer face the Fulani attack. And these are the set of people that are still telling us that we should not go and be with them, that it will be fine. When will that be? Don't let anyone deceive you to vote this 2023. And that's exactly what Professor Banji Akintoye had made us understand. As far as the Yoruba people are concerned, there's nothing like we voting this 2023. They should just forget it. That's why I think I love how the rally had been going rounds. Majority of people, the Yorubas right now onto this one, they have already made up their mind that come 2023, no going out. Though we still have some traitors that will still go out, but at the end of it, at the end of it all, what we know is that because right now, if you cannot wake up, this time around after that election, my brother, my sister, it's only the good Lord that will save us in this country. If these people peradventure wins this election, in fact any of them, but the truth of the matter is the Yoruba people have said it, that either they are trying to come out or not, but we know that before that time our Yoruba nation would have been actualized. Well, my people, majority of things though had been said onto this one, but one thing I will always advise my people is that prayer is the key. Yes, so let us all endeavor to keep praying. There's nothing God cannot do, but the fact now remains that God is exactly with the Yoruba nation movement, and then as it stands, it shall be actualized, and then that's exactly what it is right now. Onto this, what more can we say, my people? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are new on this channel. All right, thanks and God bless.